What's something that should be taught in school but isn't? Actual sex education. Not the abstinence-only BS that most U.S. schools are pushing. Especially about periods and pregnancy. STDs. Protection. How those bodily functions work. A grown man who wants a relationship with a grown woman should understand the basics of her body. Leadership would cover a lot of ground in terms of how a person may want to conduct themselves with confidence, manners, public speaking, team building, motivational skills, etc. Anything that makes the people in charge feel guilty. Common sense and critical thinking. The difference between a primary source and a secondary source. How to do taxes. I swear we need that shit. Basic cooking with staples like rice, food safety, etc. Fact-based history. How to spot propaganda and BS. Personal finance beyond just the basics. Basic social skills and public speaking. Doing taxes. Philosophy. Particularly epistemology or ethics. So many subjects talk about what to know, but rarely teach you to question the underlying assumptions everyone and everything makes in pursuits of knowledge. How to change tires on cars. Propaganda. A lot of people right now could really do with knowing how the Nazis gained power in the 1930s. Home economics. How to get a bank account. Balancing a checkbook and a household budget. Practical finance. I had it in school. I have never used geometry or algebra. History. Most people cannot tell you about the majority of history. Government. No one knows their rights anymore. No one knows the Constitution anymore. No one could tell you much of anything anymore. Home economics. Everyone should know how to do laundry and get stains out of their work clothes. Everyone should know how to at least safely microwave food. Everyone should know a lot of basic life skills. But don't because they aren't taught. Cybersecurity. Just better topics covering personal safety online. Password security. Protecting your identity and data online. Phishing. Identity theft. And some other large topics. It's becoming a larger issue year by year as technology becomes more prevalent in our lives. One password breach could make you lose your whole life savings in less than a few seconds. Actual history, and not sugar-coated history like Thanksgiving. Marksmanship. Schools have enough crap to do. Do you mean? What is something that should be taught in the home but isn't? Quote, there should be separate hands-on classes to teach students many core daily tasks like changing a light bulb, changing a tire, basic hygiene, maintaining stuff, etc. Not every child, teenagers have parents involved in their life. Was discussing this today. Students need real-life experiences performing everyday tasks such as changing your internet provider, applying for grants. They could do this on behalf of people who volunteer for this to be done. Contacting and chasing up local politicians and associations regarding improvements to the community. Some subjects might mention these processes, but you'll never learn faster than when you're put on hold for 45 minutes. Hopefully the next generations will then refuse to put up with any bullshit. Real math! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. How to save money. How to budget. Personal finances. How to be prepared for emergencies. How to invest. How to communicate effectively with others in a variety of situations. Conflict resolution. Dating. Dealing with red tape. The police. All life skills. Balance your checkbook. Change a flat tire. Basic health knowledge. Okay. Instead of checkbook. Let's call it monthly budgeting. About how to handle relationships and human interactions and how to be assertive. What your legal rights are. What agency to call in need of help or when you need to make a report. Environmental awareness and how to take personal responsibility. Manners. How to talk to people properly, anything about finance and money. Personal finance as well as a more applications-based math program. There's a lot of mathematically simple math that is very helpful to know, like calculating interest on debt or investments, calculating the cost, benefit to a given college degree, making a budget. Things like that are very simple math in terms of the mechanics of it. But most people don't know how to do it, and it's very practical. Financial literacy. Spelling and writing cursive again. How our debt-based economies work. Courses directed towards skills like mechanics, workmanship, plumbing, electrical, etc. For kids who don't want to go to college and could walk out of high school with a certificate in something meaningful. We have elective courses, maybe a semester or two. But if kids had a choice to take 4 years of electrical courses and have a solid job on graduation day, that would help our youth so much more. Common sense. My favorite was my high school science teacher. They were gone for about a week. During that time someone decided to launch spit wads at the ceiling. When he got back he stated, "I can solve and figure out the trajectory of that spit wad and I know what seat it came from." Me. Yes, that might be true, but that person is no longer sitting in that seat.